Welcome back, chat. Hitters Meeting episode number 28. Good old Matt Olson number here. Ken, I am joined, as you can see, with Coach Ken Anderson, and we are welcoming in the San Diego Padres. And Ken, the Padres have kind of been our boogeyman here the last couple of years. What you think?
They've owned us, and they've really. It's been rough. They were playing bad when we went to San Diego, and they still swept us. So they're playing bad again. They did win 19-2 today. They woke up a little bit against the Royals, but I'm looking forward to it. I got the Matt Olson jersey on for the Matt Olson of HipCoils. Let's go.
All right. Ken, give us our pick to click numbers from the last series.
We didn't take Drake, and he was God Almighty, he was good. But we took guys that were really good in this series. Not great, but they were good. Matt Olson was your pick to click. He went 4 for 12, 2 walks, so that's 6 for 14. That'll hunt. That's a 429 on base percentage. We'll take that any day. Hit a home run. I did like his last 2 at bats today. He went backside, hit a P over center fielder's head and base at the left. Mauricio Dubon had a very funky series. He was 5 for 14 with a walk. He was 6 for 15. That's 400. We'll take it. He was absolutely horrendous today. He looked terrible at the plate. But that was my pick to click. So at least Mauricio had me a couple good games to make me look good. So that's how we did. We did well.
But before we move on, chat, listen, we got to give flowers where flowers are due. But before we get to him, Ken, me and you got to witness this young lad's first 5 for 5 game today. Can you tell me how he did the entire series? Because it's kind of eye-popping numbers right here.
Derek Baldwin was 10 for 14. And it was funny, they brought it up on the interview at post-game. He didn't even realize it. He swung almost, he only batted like 14 times and only saw 18 pitches. That's how zoned in he is right now. If they throw anything strike, he's not just hitting it, he's hitting it hard. Drake looks awesome. I mean, he looks great. Oh, and the other guy was Austin Riley. We got to see him today. He looked all serious like he was coming out of it. 2 bombs today, 3 for the series. He had 9 RBIs in this series, and Austin was 6 for 12, batted 500, and he was on base 8 for 14 times. I tell you what, those big 5 do that, we're in good shape.
That we will be, and it's time, Ken. We're going to give Austin Riley a round of applause right here. That a way to get back going, Big Thick. Boy, does this offense need you to be Austin Riley. It was very nice to see you swing the bat very well in this series. But that concludes the recap portion of this hitters meeting. We are moving on to the San Diego Padres. Ken, and in game 1, we faced J.P. Sears. What do you have on this gentleman?
Somebody we should destroy, but when we're going bad, it's the guy who eats our lunch because he's a crafty lefty starter. He throws off speed and he keeps you off balance. JP is a weird pitcher too. Either he gets zoned and he throws really well. He's come close to some no-hitters in the past because when he's on, he can be on, but normally he's not on and he's hittable. I like the fact that we're hitting, and I think we should hit this guy.
I would absolutely 100% agree with that, especially since the series that we just had. We scored 29 runs this past series, which is pretty daggum impressive, if I do say so myself. I can't complain about the offense. So, Mr. Sears' repertoire: fastball, sinker, cutter, sweeper, slider. Changeup, you're going to see a lot of that this series. They're all kind of very similar pitchers. Left-handed hitters are going to see four-seam and sweepers, and they will get a little bit of a dose of the sinker and slider. Right-handed hitters are going to see the four-seam and changeup with a dose of the sweeper and slider. He is going to pound the outside corner to both parts of the plate, or to both right-handed hitters and left-handed hitters. He is changeup heavy to right-handers in 1-0 and 2-1 counts. He is fastball heavy when he is behind the count to left-handed hitters. Righties, our approach, we're going to hunt the fastball and changeup window and the hanging breaking ball. For the fastball and changeup, you want the ball to start inner third to outer third, belt to high thigh and height. If a pitch starts in that window and breaks inside, take it until you get to 2 strikes. The only breaking ball that we want to swing at is going to be the hanger. It's going to start off the plate away to the outside corner and start above this strike zone, at the very least at the very top of the strike zone. That's going to keep you on the breaking ball. You don't want to swing at one that starts in the zone and breaks into you. You just don't want to do it. You want the one that's up and elevated that you can drive into the gap. For my right-handers, stay middle backside. He's going to try to wear out the outside corner. There's no need in trying to pull him. He's very seldomly going to pitch inside, and if he does, it's probably the back foot a slider that he'll throw every once in a while. So really keep your direction to right center field. Don't get pull happy. And this might be a guy you can even probably choke the plate on if you want to do that as well. Lefties, our approach, we are going to hunt the four seam and sweeper windows. For the four seam, you want the ball to start inner third to the outer third, belt to high thigh. Anything that starts in that window and breaks away, take it, because it's probably going to be a ball 90% of the time. The only breaking ball you want to swing at will start at you or on the inside corner and above the strike zone. Again, at the very least, you want it to start at the top. If it starts inside the strike zone, it's probably going to be a ball. So again, keep your direction to left center field for the lefties, because he's going to try to wear out that outside corner. He's going to try to tunnel the fastball on the outside corner and get you to expand on the sweeper. So make sure you keep him in the zone, get the ball up, drive it middle backside, and you should have a lot of success off of JP Sears. And guess what? We did that this past series, and our guys had a lot of success, Ken. Anything else you got on Mr. JP Sears?
No, like I said, when he's one of those guys, he can pitch well against teams that are struggling. We're not struggling. This is a guy we should hit Monday night. And we may have to, because our bullpen is taxed. And we need Bryce Elder to go distance, and he hasn't done that lately, so we might want to put some runs on the board.
Yeah, it's a good chance that we're going to have a slugfest in game one. So, game two, we might have another slugfest on our hands. Walker Bueller's on the mound in game two. Ken, what do you got on old Walker Bueller?
Walker's somebody who hasn't ever reached his potential. Walker always looked like he was going to be an outstanding. He throws the kitchen sink. Because of his arsenal, sweeper, curve, sinker, you got to get him up in the strike zone. Walker should be better than he is, but he's carrying a 5.36 ERA to this game. He has struggled. So we need to hit him. As far as the slugfest, this is a game we should win. Ronaldo's going on the other side. So we're definitely heavy favored in Vegas in this game.
Yeah, Walker's really he's really lost a step since he had that second Tommy John surgery, unfortunately for him. But hopefully that doesn't matter. Hopefully we get to tattoo him in game two. His repertoire: fastball, sinker, cutter, sweeper, changeup, slider. He does have a knuckle curve. Knuckle curve isn't as common. It's kind of his get-me-over pitch when he needs one, just to surprise the hitter to get a strike. Right-handers, you're going to see 3 fastballs, so the sinker, cutter, and four-seamer, with the sweeper and slider, and again, every once in a while, he will throw the curveball. Lefties, you're going to see the entire kitchen sink minus the sweeper, so that's about the only pitch you won't see. Righties, our approach, we're going to hunt the 3 fastballs and the hanging breaking ball. For the four-seam, sinker, and cutter, you want the ball to start belt high to high thigh, inner third to outer third of the plate. The breaking ball, you want to start inside off of the plate at you to the inner third, starting above the zone to the top of the zone, which will be the belt. Keep your direction to right center field. He's going to try and wear out the outside corner, and he's going to try to get you to expand with the sweeper, with the slider, and with the cutter. Keep him in the strike zone and get him up in the zone. There's no sense in chasing anything low, because that's where he's going to get you. If you get him up in the zone, his stuff really flattens out, and it's not very good. His sinker flattens out, and it's almost like a batting practice four-seamer, and his cutter pretty much flattens out, again, like a batting practice four-seamer. But if he is spotting low and his stuff is moving well, he can be tough to hit, so get him up in the strike zone, and you should do fine, especially if you have that middle backside approach. Lefties, our approach, again, hunt the 3 fastballs and the changeup window. You want the ball to start from the inner third to the outer third, belt to high thigh. This is for all of them. They all fit in this window. Do not expand your zone low. Get him up in the zone. Keep your direction to the left center field gap. Again, I can't emphasize this enough. Get him up in the strike zone. If you do that, you're gonna wear out Walker Bueller. If you start expanding your zone low and you start chasing down there, that's when it can be a really long afternoon for you. So, as long as we get him up in the zone, Ken, I don't see this guy really being much of an issue. So, do you have anything else on Walker Bueller?
Even when he was good, we hit him. And the fact of the matter is, he throws one of the most famous pitches in Braves history. He threw a sinker 3-1 to Ronald Acuna, and Ronald hit it for a grand slam. So we get him up. Good report. We should hit this guy.
No doubt about it. Now, we do get to face their number one in this series, and I hope they leave this gentleman here after the series because I would very much appreciate it, Ken. That is Michael King. What do you have on Michael King?
He's their best pitcher. I mean, as far as starter, and he's probably their second best pitcher overall. He's been good for them this year. And whatever reason, in his starts, they have not scored, probably because he's facing a lot of number ones. But he's tough. He mixes his pitches well. He throws backwards. What we mean by that is he'll throw off speed in fastball counts, and he'll throw fastball in off speed counts. He doesn't care. He's a crafty guy, and I'm with Ryan here. If they want to drop him off, go feel free, Padres.
Listen, if you want to make a donation to the Atlanta Braves organization and wiping out the Los Angeles Dodgers third World Series championship, I am all for it. And I think the other 2019s will be all for it as well. So let's get into his repertoire. As you saw, he loves his sinker. He's got a four-seamer. He has a really good sweeper. He's got a changeup and slider. His primary sinker, four-seam, and sweeper to the right-handed hitters. He does have a sprinkle of his changeup in there. Lefties, you're going to see the four-seamer, sinker, and changeup, and every once in a while he'll drop a sweeper in there, and is going to be front-doored. He mixes his pitches up very well, and he doesn't not lean on anything specifically in any particular count. So you got to be on your toes and really hunt your windows and not guessing pitches. Just sit there, hunt your windows, and trust yourself to recognize spin when he throws it. Right-handed hitters, our approach, we're going to hunt the sinker and sweeper windows. For the sinker, we want the ball to start off of the plate away to the middle part of the plate, belly button to high thigh. The sweeper window, you want the ball to start above the zone to the belt and off of the plate inside to the inside corner. You do not want to expand your zones any lower. And we may take some middle four-seam fastballs because of how much both of these pitches have, like how much run they both have. All right, he combines to throw these two pitches for over 60% of the time, so be patient. Do not expand your windows. Keep your direction to right center field, and do not try to pull him. Get the ball up in the strike zone. So, okay, if you guys see them taking middle fastballs that are four-seamers, don't be upset because they're probably thinking it's going to be the sinker that's going to run in on their hands, all right? Or it's going to be the sweeper that's going to sweep way off the plate. So you're going to see some four-seamers taken right down the middle, and that's okay. It's part of the approach. It's part of the game plan. Lefties, we're going to hunt the sinker and changeup window. We want the ball to start belly button to high thigh and inside off of the plate to the middle part of the plate. If he paints the four-seamer on the outside corner 3 straight times, tip your hat and move on. He will try to front door a sweeper, but if it starts way outside off of the plate, don't give up on those pitches because those are the sweepers, and they are very hittable when they come back over the plate. Keep your direction to left center field, and do not try to pull him. The only breaking ball that we're going to want to swing at is going to be the one that starts off of the plate. Like we said, it's going to start above the zone, maybe at the belt, and at the very least, it's going to start on the outside corner. Those will be the hangers. Those are the ones that you can really do some damage on. But other than that, Ken, I don't have anything more on Michael King than get him up and don't swing at anything low or off the plate, which is going to be tough because he's got a lot of run on 2 of his main pitches. You got anything else?
The only other thing is they are starting 2 pitchers who are struggling in Monday and Tuesday's game. If you can work the count on Mike, which is hard, he throws a lot of strikes, but if you can somehow work the count and get his pitch count up, that could be benefit us in Game 3, just to get him out of there as soon as possible because their bullpen could be taxed.
Yeah, and their back end's nasty, as you're about to find, as we found out earlier in the year, unfortunately. But in game four, Ken, we have another one of their struggling starting pitchers. Man, that's kind of a theme with this team. I feel y'all's pain, Padre fans. We understand. Griffin Canning is throwing in game four for the Padres. Ken, what you got on Griffin?
Statistically, he's the worst starting pitcher in the National League, and he's really struggled. Um, this is one of those you look at Vegas, and it looks like a setup. Chris Sale's going to throw for us, maybe one of the arguably the best pitchers in the National League against the worst pitcher. This reeks that San Diego's going to pull an upset. So let's go ahead and hammer this guy and make sure that doesn't happen.
I agree. Nothing more would give me joy than us hanging a 10 spot on Griffin in the first 2 innings. So Mr. Canning's repertoire, he's got a four-seamer, a sinker, cutter, sweeper, changeup, slider, knuckle curve. So basically he's Walker Buehler with the pitch repertoire. He just doesn't use it the same, and I think that's why he's not as good. I mean, Walker's not much better, but he's better than this. Right-handed hitters, you're going to see the four-seamer, slider, and changeup, and every once in a while he'll throw a sinker in there. Lefties, you get the same pitch mix, but you don't have to worry about the sinker. His other pitches get mixed in very sparingly, like they're all right around 5 to 4%. Like none of them really stand out. He doesn't use them a ton. He'll just throw them in there every once in a while. He's going to live on the outside part of the plate to the right-handed hitters. Lefties, you're going to see a changeup within the first 3 pitches. So if you want to sit back and sit changeup those first 3 pitches, be my guest, because you're probably going to get one of them in the first 3. Right-handed hitters, our approach, we're going to hunt the four-seamer, sinker, and changeup window, and, of course, the hanging slider. For the four-seam, sinker, and changeup, we want the ball to start outside corner to the middle part of the plate, belt to high thigh. Anything that starts in this window and breaks away, take it. The slider, we want to start at us inside off of the plate to the inside corner above the zone to the belt. Keep your direction to right center field. Don't expand your windows. Again, he is going to try to wear out the outside corner and get you to expand on the slider or the sweeper that he does have. So keep him in the strike zone, get him up, and you should do just a lot of damage against him. Lefties, we are going to hunt the four-seamer and changeup window, and, of course, the hanging slider. For the four-seam and changeup, we want it to start inner third to outer third, belt to high thigh. The slider, we want to start away off of the plate to the outside corner, above the zone to the belt. Again, keep your direction to the middle of the field. Don't get pull happy. And again, get the ball up in the zone, and you should have a lot of success. And make sure you're just throwing strikes. I mean, that's the biggest thing with any starting pitcher. Make sure you keep them in the strike zone. Make sure you're hunting your windows and you're not expanding your approach to try to do too much. And you're probably going to have a lot of success off a lot of these guys this series. Ken, that is what I got on Mr. Griffin Canning. Do you have anything else?
He's worst statistically starting pitcher in the National League. Let's not help him out and make him better than he really is.
100% agree, and it's going to be important for our offense to get leads within the first few innings because this bullpen is really good, and they got a two-headed monster at the back end that we saw the last time we were out in San Diego, so hopefully we don't see them as much. And Ken, one of those monsters is Adrian Morejon, which I would be okay if they left him here as well. What you got on him?
He's difficult. He's one of those that you ERA guys will show that his ERA is up this year. Forget about this. I got to be like one of the kids here. His underlying metrics is he's one of the best relievers in baseball. He's very difficult. We better have the lead because these two guys on the back of the bullpen, it's hard to score on it all.
Yeah, he's been really good, so don't let the stat line fool you. He has, as you can see right there, he has nasty stuff. He can shut you down on any given day. I'm guessing if I haven't looked at his stats, but normally when guys like this get in trouble, it's probably a little bit of command issues. So for his repertoire, he has the four-seamer, the sinker, the slider, and the changeup. Righties, you're primarily going to see sinker and changeup. Lefties, you're going to see sinker, slider. He will mix in a four-seam fastball every once in a while, specifically in 0-2 counts because hitters tend to sit on his changeup or the sinker, and then he can just ride that four-seam right on at the top of the zone and get you looking. So right-handed hitters, we're going to hunt the sinker and changeup window. You want the ball to start in off of the plate at you to the middle of the plate and belly button to high thigh and height. Do not expand any lower because that is when he will get you to expand on the changeup, and that is going to be a swing and a miss or a rollover to short. see the ball up in the zone and keep your direction to right center field. I get it. It's tough to hit 98 up, but you're not gonna have much success if you start swinging the stuff down in the zone. He's just got too many weapons to get you out down there. Get him up. His stuff will flatten out a little bit, and that's your best chance to do damage then. Lefties, we're going to hunt the sinker and slider. The sinker, you want to start off of the plate away to the middle of the plate, belt to high thigh. Anything that starts farther inside and moves in, take it. The slider, you want to start at you off of the plate inside to the inner third, above the zone to the high thigh and height. Anything that starts middle or farther away and breaks away, take it. Keep your direction to the big part of the field, get him up in the strike zone, and pray that he makes a mistake because his dude's got really good stuff. But again, if you keep your approach, you get him up in the zone, and you don't chase anything going one way or the other that's too far outside, and you stick to your windows, you should have a little bit of success. I will say this. The Braves did a pretty good job against these two the last time we saw them. We didn't win the game, but they definitely had some good swings and some good at bats against these guys, and that's all you can ask for because it's kind of hard to break through against these guys. But as long as you're giving yourself a chance, I'm not going to complain. So, Ken, do you have anything else on Mr. Maury Home?
Just like you, Padres, if you want to halt that third-time world championship, draw Adrian Morejon, Michael King, and Ty France at the door. We'll take them up for the rest of the year, and we'll stop that Dodgers run.
Nothing against this guy that's coming in, but we do have two really good right-handed relievers. So, all right. Mason Miller is the monster at the back end of the bullpen. Ken, what do you got on Mr. Miller?
When he's on, he's the best closer in baseball. Funny stat, though, is for whatever reason, Austin Riley sees him well. This is one guy that Austin tends to hit well. He had two great at-bats on him in San Diego. So, but he's almost unhittable when he's throwing strikes. He really is.
Yeah, he's got an elite fastball, as you can see, 102 miles an hour. Now, look, his slider isn't elite by any means necessary, okay? But it doesn't have to be when you throw 102 miles an hour. You just need a little bit of differential in the speeds, and that's what he's got. So his repertoire is a fastball, slider, and changeup. Both righties and lefties will see the same pitch mix. Lefties, you will see a changeup every once in a while. That's the only difference. Again, he hasn't thrown many all year. It's like 25 that he's thrown all year. So, again, I wouldn't worry about it. Righties, we're going to hunt the fastball. You want the ball to start inner third to outer third and belt to mid-thigh and height. Anything that starts in that window and breaks away, take it. You have to narrow your window and stick to it with this guy that throws this hard. The only sliders that we want to swing at are going to be the ones that start at us and above the zone to the belt, and that's going to be the hanging slider that pops out of the hand that you can recognize, and if you get it, that's the one that you can do damage on. Otherwise, if it breaks away and it starts in the zone, just let it go until you get to two strikes. There's no sense in swinging at it. Lefties, you're going to have the same approach as right-handed hitters. The sliders are going to start off the plate away, but you still want to make sure they're up and they're hangers, and that's the ones that you can do damage on as well. Fastball, you want to start inner third to outer third as well. Same height, and when you get it there, don't miss it because you're probably not going to get too many good pitches to hit against this guy. And let's make sure we have a lead so we don't have to face this two-headed monster in the back end of the bullpen. Ken, do you have anything else on Mason Miller?
No, except if the series goes the way we hope it goes, the Padres will go into sell mode. You'll have to join the trade deadline pod on Thursday, but we kind of know where Mason Miller may end up. So just a little tease.
That is a little tease indeed. All right, Ken, it's prediction time. What are we going in this series?
I know you're going to be shocked, but I really like the ball team I saw this weekend, and I don't really like what I'm seeing out of the Padres. As you know, I delve into all these teams. I'm going to say we sweep them. I know it's so hard to sweep a four-game set. The game that actually worries me is the older start to get us off because our bullpen is so taxed. Look at the series preview. We even talked about it on the series preview because we handle the pitchers. We don't know where they're going to go if it's a tight game on Monday night. Medeiros, maybe maybe the kid they brought up, Alyssa, or maybe J.R. Ritchie finally gets a chance to close. I have no idea, but they're going to be 3 guys down in that bullpen, maybe 4. So I have no clue where they're going. But I'm going to go sweep.
I'm going 3 out of 4. I like us winning 3. Look, game 1, if we're gonna win, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you, chat. We're gonna have to blow them out of the water. The offense is gonna have to offense that game. You can't rely on the pitchers because we got taxed the last 2 games in Texas, and we should have swept. But that's for another time. You're gonna have to check out the recap pod on that one. I think 3 out of 4. Ken, who do you think leads the charge in this series for the offense?
I'm going to say it on the series preview that comes out later today. But my granddaughter, our family knows huge Matt Olson, and my son played with him. My granddaughter is no bigger Matt Olson. No offense, Matt Olson burner. I'm sorry. There's nobody bigger fan than my granddaughter. And I told Ryan at the ball game today, for whatever reason, he hits a home run on her birthday. Her birthday is the 20th, so I have to pick Matt Olson. Though I think there's a couple guys that may have better series, I'm still going to go with Matty.
There's a big part of me that wants to go big, thick, but I'm not going to jinx him. Instead, I'm going with our catcher, Drake Baldwin. Look, I don't think he's going to have the 10 for 14 series, but I can definitely see him having a really nice series. He's seeing the ball well. He's driving it all over the ballpark. He's taking pitches out of the zone, and anything that's in the zone, he is clobbering right now. So I'm going with one of the top 3 catchers in all of Major League Baseball, and Drake Baldwin. Ken, before we get out of here, do you have anything else that you would like to tell these people?
Andrew Davidson is on the series preview. We have started his new segment. It's Top 10 with Andrew Davidson. No, we're not going to put them out one at a time. We promise you. We did that just so you saw the sequence. He'll have a top 10 list. It will be anything from Braves, like the top 10 players, but we could have top 10 moments. We could have top 10 things to do at the ballpark. This is your fan thing, so y'all send us in your ideas. That's Andrew Davison. I will let you know Andrew Davison did take Austin Riley as his pick to click in the San Diego Padres series. But that's what we got, and we do appreciate y'all following us.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys following. And also, if you can, please leave a like on the video. If you did like it, please leave a comment on anything. I don't care what it is. You can tell us who your favorite player is. You can tell us what your favorite moment was from the Texas Rangers series. You can tell us what trade additions to Braves. You know what? That's what I want to hear, chat. What trade additions do you want to see Alex Anthopoulos make at the deadline? Leave that in the comments below. And please share this with all Braves fans that you know and try to help us grow, because if we grow, we can spend more time doing this and give you guys more content if you like it. If you don't have to, That's the great thing about America. You get to choose what you want to do, what you don't want to do. So, with that being said, Ken, I think we're out of here. We'll see you guys on the next one for episode 29. Peace.
You know what, boys? You guys are going to be world champions for the rest of your life.